So good morning to all. So today we are going to discuss about Unit 5. So GE8151 Python problem solving and Python programming. So in this sessions we are going to discuss about Unit 5 files, modules and packages. So files, modules and packages. So in this unit the topics are files and expressions, text files, reading and writing files, format operators, command line arguments, error and exceptions, handling exceptions, modules, packages, illustrative programs. So illustrative programs having two programs, word count and copy files. So these are the content we are going to discuss about Unit 5, right? So first topic 5.1, printing to the screen. Printing to the screen. So if you want to print a statement or print a string statement in your output screen, means definitely we have to use the print functions, right? So print functions, all of you know that print functions. So print functions is the predefined functions that we are going to implement in this topic Unit 5 by files, modules and packages. The simplest way, printing to the screen, the simplest way to produce the output is using the print statement. So all of you know about the print functions. So print functions is a predefined functions, right? So predefined functions that are present in PSPP, Python programming language. So print statement where you can pass 0 or more expressions separated by a commas. These functions convert the expressions you pass into a string and writes the results to the standard output as follows. So this is the destination path where the Python has been installed. So in this directory I am going to print the statement, Python is really a great language. So this is the statement. This is the string statement. This string statement has been included in the double quotes. So double quotes. We have to use the function, print function. In that print functions, we have to pass the parameters. Python is a really great language. That is the string statement, right? Next, so reading keyboard input. Python provides two built-in functions. That means predefined functions. So Python provides two built-in functions to read a line of text from standard input. If you are going to give a input in your program, means that input going to be read. So that is having two inbuilt functions, which by default comes from the keyboard. These functions are raw input and input. So these are the predefined functions, raw input functions and input functions. The two predefined or built-in functions for reading a keyboard input is a raw input and input. So these are the two predefined functions that are present in the Python programming language for reading the keyboard unit. First one, raw input functions. So one of the predefined functions in Python is raw input, RAW underscore input. So that is also one of the predefined function, right? Okay. The syntax for predefined function, before that, the raw input prompt means just get the information, just get the input from the user side. So prompt is nothing but get the information or get the input from the user side. The functions, the raw input prompt functions reads one line from standard input and returns it as a string, removing the trailing new one. For example, if there is having one variable declared in the program, str is the one of the variables that are present in this program, string str equal to, I am going to assign the values of the given variable str. That value is raw input functions. I am going to assign the values of the str variable is raw input functions. In that raw input functions, I am going to frame the statement of enter your input, right? So raw input means one of the predefined functions that are present in the Python programming. In that functions, I am going to pass the parameters of some string statement. I am going to pass some parameters. So this is the parameters. In between the function's argument symbol, I am going to pass the parameters, a string statement within double quotes, right? So the string statement is enter your input. Next, so next predefined function is to get the output from screen, means print functions. We have to use the print functions, and in that functions I am going to pass the parameters of string statement is received input is the string statement. After that, a comma separated by a comma. So separated by a comma, and then I am calling the declared variable of str. I am calling the declared variable of str. So in that str that is having holding the values of user input, what the user has been given the input of this raw input. So user given input is stored in the values of str variable, right? So the final output is the received input is what you have entered in this. Enter your input. For example, enter your input. This is the output into the enter your input is the string statement that we have framed in the raw input functions. After that, user given the input hello Python. This hello Python is user given. User gave the input hello Python. So raw input is getting the information or getting the input from user side. So enter your input. After that, I am a user means just I am going to give the input of hello Python. Finally, the received input is hello Python. So this received input is string statement from the print function received input. After that, I am calling the str variable of this raw input of enter your input. So the same hello Python will be called in this function in print functions. So this is the raw input functions, right? Next one is next predefined functions for getting the keyboard input means input function, right? Before that, so what is the meaning of prompt? I already told that prompt means so getting the input from the user side. The input prompt function is equivalent to raw input. Both are same. Some similarities has been available in this both predefined functions of raw input and input functions, right? The input prompt function is equivalent to raw input, except that it assumes the input is valid Python expressions and return the equated result to you. But that it assumes the input as a valid Python expression and returns the evaluated results to you. For example, so this is the path of Python installed. In that, I am going to declare the same variable str string equal to input function. In that input functions, there is having some parameters. That parameters is string statement. What string statement? Enter your input. Thus, this is the string statement of input functions. Once the statement has been asked from the user side means enter your input means print. Next, print received input is. So in this print functions, received input is the string statement, comma str is the declared variable of this program. So str having the some input what the user given. So this would produce the following result against the entered input is enter your input for x into 5 for x in range of 2, 10, 2. X into 5 for x in range 2, 10, 2. That means x into 5 that means first value x in range x order value, so that x value has been 2 or 10 or 2, right? 2 to 10. So 2 into 5 10, 10 into 2 20, 30 and 40. So x into 5, this is the Python expressions what they are already valid Python expressions in the definitions of input functions. X asterisk 5 for x in range, that means x value x in range of 2, 10, 20, 2, 10, 2. That means 2 x into 5 10. So 10 into 2 20, 20 into 20 10 into 3 20 up to 40, right? So this is the two inbuilt functions that are present in the reading keyboard input of Python programming language, right? Next one is opening and closing files. So how we are going to open or closing files in your Python programming language? So there is having some files in your destination, some files in your location, some locations. That file is going to be open or closed. If you want to open your file means you can use the open functions. Otherwise, you want to close the file means you want to use the close functions, right? Until now you have been reading and writing files to the standard input and output. We will show how to use the actual data files. right? So how to use the actual data files? If you want to use the actual data files, means definitely you have to open the files. Once if you complete your process, means definitely you have to close the files. There are two functions, open functions and closing functions. So we are going to discuss about this topic. So Python provides a basic functions and methods necessary to manipulate the files by default. You can't do most the file manipulation using file object. File. So file is one of the object. So this is also predefined object that are present in the Python programming language. File. File is one of the predefined object that are present in Python programming language. First function is open function. In that open functions, before you can read or write a files, you have to open. If you want to perform a operation in your files, means if you want to perform some operation in your files, means first of all you have to open that file. After that only you have performed some operations like reading or writing operations, right? So that the definitions for before you can read or write a file, you have to open it using Python's built-in function open function. So this is also predefined functions, built-in functions. If you want to open, it's using Python built-in functions, open functions. These functions creates the file object, right, which would be utilized to call other support methods associated with it. Syntax file object equal to open functions. In that open functions, we have to pass some parameters. That parameters is first one file name, comma access mode, and then comma buffering. So there is having three parameters that are present in this function, open functions. One is file names, access mode, and buffering. So one is the first one, we have to open the object, file object. We are going to assign the values of this object, file object. That values is we have to open some files. That file name, access mode, and buffering. Here the parameters details, right? So file name. The file name argument is a string value that contains the name of the file that you want to access. So file name, definitely the file name as a string value. So if you want to open your file, means definitely you have to know the file name. Then access mode. Access mode means what you are going to perform in your file. That means, so if you want to perform your file for reading operations or writing operations or append operations, whatever it is, the access mode determines the mode in which the file has been to be opened, read, write, append, etc. A complete list of possible values given below in the table. So there is having some modes that are present in the Python programming. We have discussed about the modes later. Before that, values given below in the table, this is optional parameters, and the default file access mode is read. The default file access mode is read, or that means or, right? So next parameters, that is having three parameters in open functions, right? One is file name, another one is access mode, and another one is buffering. The final parameter for the open function is if the buffering value is set to 0 means, no buffering takes place. If the buffering value is 1 means line buffering is performed while accessing a file. If you specify the buffering values as an integer greater than 1. If you specify the buffering values as a integer greater than 1, then buffering action is performed with the indicated buffer size. If negative, the buffer size, the system default behavior. This is not mandatory. So this is not a mandatory thing. This is not a mandatory parameters. We have to give the one of the parameter in the open functions. So this is not a mandatory. It's a optional. But the most important two parameter is file name and access mode. Definitely you have to give the file name. After that, that file is going to perform some operation, means what kind of operations? Read or write, read and write. So this is the access mode. So the second parameter is also very important to access the file. So these are the two important parameters that are present in the open functions, right? So here the list of different modes of opening files for the given program. We have discussed about the later. Thank you. So here, the list of accessing modes that are present in this slide. So in this mode, So how we are going to perform the operations in your opening files? So if you want to open your file means, so what kind of operations you are going to perform? So in which mode we are going to open the files? For example, if the mode of the file is OR means, so OR represented as read. If the mode of file is OR means, the OR represented as read, right? So opens a file for the purpose of only reading, so reading only. So that option is mode for OR. OR mode is going to perform only the reading the files. So OR mode opens a file for reading only. So the file pointer is placed at the beginning of the file. This is the default mode, right? So one of the parameters in the open functions, predefined functions, that one of the parameter is mode, accessing mode. If you are going to use the accessing mode, OR means only the reading operations only performed in the file. So that's why we are using the OR mode. RB. Next mode is RB. Read binary format. Open a files reading only in binary format. Binary format means so zeros and ones. The file pointer is placed at the beginning of the file. So this is the default mode, right? So if you are going to access the RB mode means read binary format. Next, OR plus. OR plus means so perform both operations, reading operations and writing operations. So in this open functions, the parameters of access mode is OR plus means we can able to perform both reading and writing operations. RB plus means so the same, read binary format. So read and writing binary format, opens a file for both reading and writing in binary format. So OR plus means we can able to perform reading and writing operations. RB plus means we can able to perform reading and writing binary format files, right? So next accessing mode is W. So W means only writing operations will be performed in the particular file. Only writing operations will be performed in the particular files of open functions. Next, WB means writing binary format. Writing binary format. If you are going to open a file to perform writing operations only in binary format. W plus means open the file for both reading and writing. Overwrites the existing files if the file exists. So we can able to perform the operations of reading and writing files from the accessing mode of W plus. WB plus means so writing and reading the binary format. Writing and reading the binary format. And then accessing mode of A is append. Accessing mode of A is append. Opens a file for appending. The file pointer is at the end of the file if the file exists. That is, the file is in the append mode means if the file does not exist, it creates a new files for writing. So there is no existing file. The accessing mode of A is if there is no existing file, you have to create a new file and perform the writing operations. So that is the accessing mode of A. Next, AB, appending binary format. Same thing. A plus, appending and reading operations will be performed in the A plus accessing mode. AB plus means appending, reading in binary format. So these are the list of accessing mode. So these are the list of accessing mode that are present in the file object. These are the list of accessing mode that are present in the file object. So in that file object, the open functions having three parameters. One is file name and another one is access mode. Finally, the third parameter is buffering, right? Okay. Next topic is the file object attributes. So file object attributes. So attributes is none other than, so attributes is also known as properties, or attributes is also known as elements, or properties is also known as entities. So whatever we can able to say, the attributes, object attributes, the file object attributes. So what are the file object attributes that are going to implement in Python? So we will discuss. So once a file is opened using using open functions, you have one file object. You can get various information related to that file. Here list of all attributes listed to the file object. Here a list of all attributes related to the file objects. So what are the attributes? Closed, mode, name, soft space. So file dot closed File dot closed means if you want to close the file means you can able to use the closed attributes. Return true if file is closed, false otherwise. File mode, return access mode. So mode means accessing mode. Return access mode with which file was opened. File name, return name of the files. So we can get the name of the file what we have opened. Next one is file dot soft space. Return false if space explicitly required with the print. True otherwise. Right? For example of a file object attributes. So there is having one object. That the object name is FO, file object. FO represented as file object. Right? File object. So in that object, I am going to assign the values of open function. In that file object, I am assigning the values of open functions. In that open functions, which files you are going to open. That means FOO.text. FOO.text. FOO. So FOO is the file name, right? Dot text is the format, text format. So file format. So text files, image files, or video files, whatever the files extension, file format. So in this open functions, I'm going to open the text file of FOO, FOO. So for following attributes, for the following parameters, accessing mode. So this is the file name parameters, and this is the accessing mode parameters. So in open functions, there is having three parameters, right? In open functions, there is having three parameters. One is file name, another one is accessing mode, and another one is buffering. So I already told that buffering is not mandatory things. We can able to use only the two parameters of file name and accessing mode. So in that file FOO.text files, we can able to perform the writing operations of binary format, WB. Writing operations of binary format, WB. WB represented as writing binary format. Here, listen. So WB, writing only in the binary format, right? Okay. Next, using the print functions, name of the file. Using the print functions, name of the file. So get the informations, get the related informations. So we are discussing about the attributes of the file object, right? So what are the attributes that are present in the file object? Closed, mode, name, and soft space. So these are the attributes that are present in the file object, right? Okay, listen. So in that, I'm going to get the related information of the FOO.text file. I'm going to get the related information about the foo.text file, right? Print name of the file. Name of the file is string statement. Just the same thing will printed in the output window, right? After that, comma, FOO. FO means file object, right? File object dot name. So name is what? One of the attributes that are present in the file object. So I'm getting the file name for the opened file. So which file we have opened? FOO.text, right? So that's why I'm mentioned the attributes of name. Next, I'm getting the information about closed or not. File closed or not. FO.closed. If the file is closed means the output will be true. If the file is opened means the closed or not is false, because the file is open, right? Because that's why you're getting the false statement. Next, opening mode. The string statement of opening mode in print function is string statement. After that, file object dot mode. Which mode the file has been opened? In which mode the file FOO.text file has been opened? WB format. Writing only binary format. Right. Okay, next, soft space flag. Soft space flag. So soft space flag is 0. Right. So soft space means, just listen. So return false if the space explicitly required with the printer. True otherwise. So that's why the soft spacing flag is 0. So this is the example for file object attribute. Right. So how many attributes that are present in the file object means 4. One is closed, another one is mode, another one is file name, and finally soft space. So these are the 4 attributes that are present in the file object. Right. Okay, next. So we'll discuss about the close method. Close method, right? So after performing the files, after performing the reading operations or writing operations, whatever the accessing mode we can able to perform, after that we have to close the file. After that we have to close the file using close functions. Using close functions. Listen. Okay. The close method. The close method of your file object flushes any unwritten informations and closes the file object, after which no more writing can be done. After completed your operations, you have to close the file, right? Using close functions. The close method of your file object flushes means clear. Flushes means clear. A file object flushes any unwritten information. Any unwritten informations and closes the file object, after which no more written can be done. So Python automatically closes a file. Python automatically closes a file when the reference object of your file is reassigned to another file. It is a good practice to use the close function method, right? For example, file object dot close. Listen. So file object dot close, right? Close method. So open a file. So F4 means file object. After that object, in that object I am going to assign the values of open function. In that open function there is having two parameters I am passed in this argument. One argument is file name and another argument is accessing mode. The file name of the parameter is foo.txt and the accessing mode parameter is wb, only writing binary format, right? After print functions, the name of the file, getting the name for the file, fo.name, foo.text. Next, fo.close. After performing the operations, I have to close the file of fwo.text. fwo.text. So that's why we have to use the close method. The produce the following result is name of the file is the string statement in the print functions, and fo.name means getting the file name for the opened file, foo.text. Right? So this is the close methods. Right? Okay. Next, reading and writing files. Reading and writing files using read functions and write functions. Read methods and write methods. Right? Okay. So how will you going to perform a write, or how will you going to perform a read the particular file what you have opened? So that we have to use read methods and write methods. First of all, we have to perform the write methods. So in this write methods, write any string to an open files. We can able to write any kind of strings. Any kind of string statements we can able to write in the opened files. Right? Just listen listen. All of you listen carefully. If you're going to perform some operation in your file, means definitely the file has been open. The file will be open. After that only we can able to perform the operation, right? So the write method writes any string to an open file. It is important to note that Python strings can have binary data, not just text, right? It's a binary data, right? So you should use a write method with using reading and writing files. The write methods does not add new line characters. The write methods does not add new line characters to the end of the string, right? Syntax for writing method. Syntax for writing method. Once if you are going to open the file, means automatically the object will be created. What is the object name? File object. FO. File object. File object dot write functions. File object dot write functions. In that functions, write functions, I am passing the parameters of string. String statement. I already opened the file. Which file? foo.text. txt. foo.text. So in the accessing mode of that file, foo.text is wb, writing binary format. So here a passed parameter is the content to be written in the opened file, right? Okay. Example, a file object equal to open. File object equal to open a particular file of foo.text. The accessing mode of wb, writing binary format only. So fo.write functions. In that write functions, the parameters is Python is a great language. Example, so there is having some object, file object, fo. So fo is a file object. in that file object there is having some values. In that values, so I'm assign the values of open function. I am assign the values of open function. So in open functions there is having two parameters. One is file name and another one is file accessing mode. The file name is fwo.txt text file, and the writing format, so writing binary format, is the accessing mode, file accessing mode. So these are the two parameters that are present in the functions of open functions, right? So in that open functions, the foo.text files, I'm going to write some content. That content is Python is a great language /n. Yeah, it's great. So that string statement I'm going to print. So using write operations. So write functions. So in that open functions, the parameter, one of the parameter is file name and another parameter is accessing mode. So file name is foo.text and writing binary format is the accessing mode. So foo.write. So file object dot write functions. In that write functions, I am passing the string parameters. What is the string? So Python is a great language /n. Yeah, it's great. Exclamatory symbol. /n is represented as new line. /n is represented as new line. After that writing performation has been completed, I'm going to close the file. I'm going to close the opened file. Which one is the opened file? foo.txt is the opened file. Just I'm closing that foo.text file, going to be closed with using close method. foo.close method, right? The above method would create foo.text file, would write given content. So given content is nothing then Python is a great language. Yeah, it's great. So this is the given content, right? So in that file, finally it would close that file. If you would open this file, it would have the following content. Which content? The write functions parameters. Write functions having some parameters. That parameters is string parameters. That string is Python is a great language /n. Yeah, it's great, right? After that close. So the output will be produced as Python is a great language. Yeah, it's great. So the write operation performed, the content has been written in the opened file of foo.text with the writing binary format, right? So this is the example for open. Next, read method. Read methods. In previous slide we have discussed about a write method. So how will you write the content in your particular file? So how will you write the content, or how will you write the content from the opened file of foo.text file, right? In that file we are going to use the read method. So actually that file have what kind of content? The file having which content? We are going to be read for the particular file of foo.text, right? So that's why we have to use the read method. The read method reads a string. The read method reads a string from an open file. Listen carefully. The read method reads a string. Already there is having some strings. What string? So Python is a great language. Yeah, it's great. So that string statement having the following file of foo.text, right? So that text file is going to be read. foo.text file is going to be read using read methods. Read a string from an open file. It is an important to note that Python strings can have a binary data. Python strings can have a binary data apart from the text data. Python strings can have a binary data based upon the zeros and ones, right? So syntax for a read method is foo file object. Foo file object dot read. File object is a object. File object is a object. Foo means file object dot read is a function. Function means method. Read method. In that method there is having some parameters. That parameters is count. Count is the parameters of this read function, right? Here a passed parameter is the number of bytes. A passed parameter is the number of bytes to be read from the opened file. A passed parameters. So passed parameters is which one is the passed parameters? Count is the passed parameters, right? So count. The passed parameter is the number of bytes to be read. So count means number of bytes to be read from the opened file. This method starts reading from the beginning of the file. This method starts reading of the beginning of the file. So, and if count is missing, then it tries to read as much as possible, maybe until the end of file. Example, let us take a file foo.txt. We already write the content of in foo.txt file is Python is a great language. Oh, it's great. So that is the string statement, right? So already having some content in the foo.txt file. But here we have to read the following content in the particular file of foo.txt, right? So what we are going to do? So we are going to do the reading content of a given file foo.txt, which we have created above, right? Next example. Okay, this is the path, right? So where the Python has been installed. So open file. We are going to open a file using the file object fo equal to open function foo.txt, right? So r plus. So which one is the what is the meaning of r plus, right? This is the file name, right? File name foo.txt is a file name, and followed by the another parameter is accessing mode, file accessing mode. So in that open functions there is having, I already told that so many times. So in open functions there is having three parameters. One is file name, another one is accessing mode, and another one is buffering. So in the third parameters we don't need necessary thing. So we have to focus only the two parameters of file name and accessing mode, right? So second parameters is accessing mode is r plus. So r plus means what? So see the tabular, accessing mode tabular, r plus. So r plus means what? Opens a file for both reading and writing. So r plus means, so accessing mode of r plus is we can able to perform read operations and also perform write operations, right? So that is the meaning of accessing mode r plus, right? So if we can able to open the file foo.txt followed by r plus. R plus means we can able to perform the reading operations and writing operations from the file of foo.txt files, right? We can able to perform reading operations and also writing operations from the file of foo.txt, right? Okay, next. So I am just declaring a one variable str. I am just declaring a one variable str. In that str variable, I am going to assign the values of file object dot read of 10. So 10 is count. So 10 is the parameter of which parameter? Count parameter. So this is the count. So count is the one of the parameters. We can able to read the count 10 bytes. So count means, so listen. So number of bytes. So we can able to read the number of bytes. Just I am going to read the only 10 bytes. 10 bytes only I am going to read the content from the following file of foo.txt, right? That is having one variable declared in the program str string equal to the values of the declared variable str equal to fo file object dot read operation, read function, read method, file object dot read method. So in that functions I am going to pass the parameters of count. Count means number of bytes. How many number of bytes going to be read? How many number of bytes want to read? Have you all understood? So I am going to pass the parameter count. So count is none other than number of bytes. How many bytes you want to you are going to be read? How many counts? How many bytes you are going to be read from the following files of foo.txt? Just I am assigning the 10 bytes. 10. Right? 10. Next, print functions. Print functions. In that print functions, just I am framed the statement. A read string is str. Read string is closed. After that, call the declared variable of str. So the str variables holding the values of fo.read of 10. Fo means what? Open. Fo means what? Open file of foo.txt. foo.txt. So in that foo.txt there is having some content. What content? Python is great language. Yeah, it's great. So this is the content that are going to be saved in the file of foo.txt. In that I am going to read the 10 bytes. How many bytes? So in that parameters, read functions, read methods, there is having some parameters. That parameters is the number of bytes, right? In that functions, the passing parameter is count. That count is 10. So 10 is the number of bytes. I'm going to read the 10 bytes. 10 bytes means Python P1 Y2 T3 H4 O5 N6 space 7 I8 S9 space 10. So Python space is space. So this is the 10 bytes. So just I'm going to read only the 10 bytes of the following files of f4.txt. Right. Listen. Finally the output is after printing the statement. Just I'm going to close the file of f4.txt. Right. So the read string is Python space is. So that is having 10 bytes. Right. So 10 bytes means PYTHON 6 statement. Sorry, 6 bytes, including space 7 bytes, I 8 bytes, yes 9 bytes, and again space 10 bytes. So this is the following output of this program of read functions, read methods. Have you all understood? Listen. So very important topic. So read and write operations. Sorry, read and write methods. So reading and writing files. Right. Reading and writing files. Listen. So reading and writing files, open and close methods, file object attributes. These are all very important topics in the unit of 5. Right. Listen. So in this syllabus, just we are going to discuss about the files, text files, reading and writing files. Right. So we will discuss about next topic. We will discuss about the format operators. Right. So how will you going to use the format operators in Python programming language from the file? Right. Have you all understood the topic of reading and writing files, open and close methods? Have you all understood? Right. One second. Okay. Next topic we will discuss about the format operators. Right. So next topic is file position. File position. So in this file position we are going to use the method tell methods. If the tell method is going to be get the which positions the file has been available. So that's why we are going to use the tell method. Right. So the main important methods in file position is tell method. Right. The tell method tells you the current position within the file. A tell method tells your current position within the file. In other words, in other definitions, the next read or write will occur. The next read or write will occur at that many bytes from the beginning of the file. The tell methods, the purpose of the tell methods is the next read or write operations. If you are going to perform a read or write operations, will occur at the many bytes from the beginning of the file. So that's why we are going to use tell methods, right, sir? So if you are using the tell methods means definitely you will get the position, you will get the current position what the file has been manipulated, right? So next one is the seek offset. Seek method. In that seek offset, so in that seek method, in that seek functions, the one of the parameters offset from methods changes the current file position. The offset arguments indicates the number of bytes to be moved. From arguments specify the reference position from the bytes are to be moved. For example, so Python is the greatest language. Is a greatest language. Greatest language. Right. So in this offset argument, in that offset argument indicates the number of bytes to be moved. The number of bytes to be moved. Actually, the current position of this file is we already read. So read of 10 count, right? Read of 10. So 10 is the number of bytes. We already read the content of the file of foo.txt. foo.txt files. In the text files, there is having some content. That content is Python is the greatest language. Yeah, it's great. So this is the content that are present in the text file of foo.txt, right? But after read operation performed in that file, what we have read in the file? Python is. So the 10 bytes only we have to read. We have read it. 10 bytes only we have read, right? So after that, offset arguments, so remaining has been moved. That's why the number of bytes to be moved, the from argument specify the reference position from where the bytes are to be moved, right? If from is set to 0, it means from is set to 0. That means, so offset argument is set to 0. 0 from, right? 0 from means, it means the beginning of the file as the reference position, and 1 means the current position as the reference position, right? So 0 means, if you are going to pass the argument as a 0 means, it should be a beginning of the file. 0 bytes, beginning of the file. The current position, if the 1 means, use the current position of the reference position. So that's why the file position using the two methods, tell methods and seek offset from method, right? Next one. So renaming and deleting files. So if you have a file means, if you want to rename your files, or otherwise you are going to delete your files, means we can able to use the rename method and delete methods. Rename functions or delete functions. Rename methods or delete methods, right? A Python OS module, operating system. OS module provides, so module means what? First of all, module means what? I already told you so many times. Module means what? So module means, so there is having predefined functions, predefined objects, predefined variables, predefined contents are available in the particular package is known as module, right? Module means in C++ there is having some header files, in Java there is having some packages. That same thing in Python there is having some modules. So in that modules the predefined contents are present. Predefined content means predefined functions, predefined variables, predefined objects, predefined methods, so that are present in the particular module. In Python OS module, OS is one of the module. There is so many modules that are present in Python. For example, math module. So mathematical depends upon the mathematical depends functions, mathematical depends variables, mathematical depends objects are present in the math module. But in that operating system module, Python OS module provides methods that help you perform file processing operation. So that OS module, listen carefully, OS module provides methods. What kind of methods? Rename methods and delete methods. OS module provides rename methods and delete methods for the purpose of to perform file processing operation. So file processing operation such as renaming or deleting, right? To use this module you need to import it first, and then you can call any related functions, right? So any related functions, that's the same thing. Any related functions that are available in the particular module of OS, right? Okay, so we will discuss on a rename method. Okay, so there is having some existing file, right? There is having some existing file. Just I want to rename that file foo.txt, right? That foo.txt text file is going to rename as foo1.txt. There is having one existing file foo.txt. That file I am going to rename foo1.txt file, right? So that time we have to use the rename method. Rename method takes two arguments. One is current file name and another one is new file name, right? Okay, followed by the OS module, os.rename. Rename is the predefined methods that are present in the module of OS, operating system module, right? So in that rename methods there is having two parameters. One is current file name and the another parameter is new file name. Current file, that is existing file name, and new file name. Example, following is the example to rename an existing file test1.txt. For the following is the example to rename the existing file test1. There is having some existing file. That file name is test1.txt, right? So how will you rename the file from Python program? So import keyword. So in that import keyword, we are going to include the particular module. So what kind of module? Operating system module. So this module going to be included in this program. That's why I'm going to use this keyword import. Import followed by module. Which module? OS module, right? os.rename method. So test1.text comma test2.text. So in this rename method, there is having two parameters. One is current file name and another one is new file name, right? So this is the two parameters that are present in the method of rename methods followed by the OS module, right? Next one, the same thing will happen in this remove method. You can use the remove method to delete files by supplying the name of the file to be deleted as the argument, right? So we already discussed about the rename method in the Python programming, right? So renaming program. So in this remove method, if you are going to delete a file, so whatever you have a file, you are going to be delete. So some kind of files you want to delete means we have to use remove method. The syntax for remove method is module os dot remove of file name. That is having only one parameters. That parameters is file name. So which files you are going to be delete? So that file name is going to be pass the parameters of remove method, right? Example. Following is the example to delete an existing file. Of test2.txt. So import keyword followed by module os dot remove method. In that remove method, I am going to pass the parameters of existing file test2.txt. So that time the file has been removed. That file has been deleted. So these are the file renaming methods and file remove methods, right? Next, directories. Directories means some folders. So directories such as folders, we can able to call it as folders. So new folders, directories. So directories, so compared to Linux operating system and Windows operating systems, in Linux operating systems we call it as directories, and in Windows operating system we call it as folders, files and folders, right? So all files are contained within various directories, and Python has no problem handling this too. The OS module has several methods that help you to create, remove or change directories. That OS module, listen, and once again I am telling you, the module means what? Some package. That package having the inbuilt content, built-in content, predefined content, right? Predefined content. So predefined function, predefined objects, predefined variables that are present in the module. So single package, single module. So that is having various modules that are present in Python. In OS module, that operating system modules, supported functions, supported variables, supported methods are present in the particular module, OS module, right? So the OS module has several methods that help you to create, remove or change the directories. First one, make directory, mkdir, making directory. So if you want to create a new directory, means new folder, means we can able to use the method mkdir method, right? If you want to create a new folder or if you want to create a new directory, means we can able to use mkdir method. The syntax for mkdir method is os.mkdir directory name, new dir, mkdir new dir, right? Example, the following is the example to create a directory test in the current directory. Import os.mkdir test. So test is the folder name, that means directory name. So after complete the program, that particular location having the folder of test, or for the particular location having the directory of test, right? Next, change directory. That means, so we can able to change the current directory to another locations, right? We can use the change directory methods to change the current directories. The syntax for change directory is chdir. If you want to create a directory means mkdir, make, M-A-K-E, make directory, create directory, that means mkdir. If you want to change directory means os.chdr, os.chdr, change directory. So passing parameter is new directory. Example, the following example is into home new dir directory, import operating system OS module, os.chdr. Just we want to change the directory means which directory you are going to be changed, home new dir. This is the example for change directory. And get CWD, current working directory, get CWD method. Get CWD method means current working directory method, current working directory. So if you are going to perform some operation in your files means that file is present in which directory. So we will get the current working directory, right? So syntax for current working directory is os.getCWD. Example for the following given current directory is import os.getCWD, right? Remove directory means delete directory. So delete the folders. Delete the folder means os dot, syntax os.rmdir. So if you want to create means mkdir, if you want to delete means rmdir, remove directory means rmdir, right? So example for this OS, import OS operating system modules, os.rmdir. So which folders or which directory you are going to be removed. So that location will be given in this parameters of this function rmdir method, right? So these are the things that are present. These are the things that are present in the directories of Python. So Python directories in Python: mkdir, making directory; chdr, change directory; getCWD, get current working directory; rmdir, remove directory. So these are the methods that are present in the directories in Python programming language.